courthouses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded about a yard deep. Jackson on first down. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Complete to Newsom. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On third down, Dobbins, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set, fake, read. Mike, 50, dog. Hey. Check nine. Hard. Shoot in. Oh. Hey, check 24, check 26. Go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Check, 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 check. Back, go.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch. Bang, bang, bang. Watch out. Ready, go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. 61. Matchbox, right. Check. Watch the eye. Joker.
2nd and 6. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. back in the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Sit. Check. Crunch.
Now a give, right side. Carson. That burst good for 20 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, it's Carson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Running right, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Let's get it. Check 20.
Now a give, right side. It's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. On second down now, it's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress as well. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Under 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to work. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Martinez. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Greystone travel. Greystone travel. Dog. Slam.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll go again to Jones. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 26. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 26. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Kill.
Now a give, right side. Carson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Set. Ready. Ten Lobo. He don't know no better. Kill.
They run again with Carson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Set to 18 Gator. You echo. You ain't doing nothing. 66. Pull it high. Ready.
Martinez now from the gun on 3rd down. And that's complete to Adams. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Well, they've had a great... Aaron Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
At the 11-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got hard.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Pick it up. Hey, time go. Check your hot read. Ready, go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
80 weapons. Check 43. Quick the edge.
Again, it's Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right back to him on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Take up. Slam, slam, slam. Check 13, check 13. Check 52. Good there. Check him up. Check the call, check the call.
And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Wide. Get wide. 51 the mic. Go. Push him back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big run there by Jones. 56 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run it with Carson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 16-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Slide, Leo. Check the backer.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Hey, we got to get this stop here. Kick 61.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Green Bay, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.